In this video, we're going to give you guys a basic overview of one of the First Descendant's newest characters, Valby. We're going to start by going through all of her skills, and then we're going to show you how they work in combat, so let's go ahead and get into this one. Starting things off, we have Valby's passive ability, which is going to be water intake. And the skill description is when using skills while standing on water, MP cost decreases. Puddles created by Valby's skills are also considered to be water. So as long as Valby is standing on water that she has created or that's naturally occurring, the MP cost for all of her skills is reduced by 150%. Now into the active abilities, the first one we're going to look at is Cherry. The skill description reads, fires a bubble bullet to the front, creating small puddles where she stands and where the bubble bullets hit. The enemy standing in the small puddle receive continuous damage and become inflicted with laundry. When the bubble bullet pops, nearby enemies receive AoE damage. Now for the damage specs, Bubble Bullet has an AoE damage, which is going to be the skill power modifier times 168%. The AoE damage range is going to be a radius of 1.5 meters. Small Puddle has continuous damage, and it's going to be skill power and skill power modifier times 40%. The damage interval is going to be every 1 second, and the duration is going to last for 10 seconds with a radius of 3 meters. Now for those of you who are wondering what Laundry is going to be a debuff that you apply to the enemies that's going to last for 20 seconds. And it's going to do a fire resistance decrease by 20% and an electric resistance decrease by 50%. Now for an example of our first ability, Cherry. You can see as you shoot it off, it leaves a puddle at your current location, and then it ricochets off the ground as it heads towards its final destination, also leaving puddles along the way. Valby's next ability is Fondant Fondant, and the skill description reads, Valby forms a big puddle where she stands and jumps into it. She then jumps out from another big puddle formed at a designated spot, inflicting knockdown on nearby enemies. Enemies standing in the big puddle receive continuous damage and become inflicted with laundry. Now for a breakdown of Big Puddle, it has continuous damage, which is your skill power and your skill power modifier times 40%. It has a damage interval of every 1 second and lasts for a duration of 15 seconds. The effective range is a 6 meter radius. Now for the example of Fondant Fondant, as you can see here, you'll be able to select your destination, and once you activate this ability, you'll sink into the ground and pop out at that location, and any enemies around you will be knocked down. Valby's next ability is called Laundry, and the skill description reads, enters liquefied state. While liquefied, Valby cannot take her feet off the ground and is unable to use skills, but does not collide with enemies, and her movement speed and defense is increased. Moving while in liquefied state creates a waterway along the ground. Enemies standing on the waterway receive continuous damage and become inflicted with laundry. Now for the skill breakdown, liquefied has a duration of 5 seconds with a movement speed increase of 1000 and a defense increase of 500%. Waterway is continuous damage, which is your skill power and skill power modifier times 60%. The damage interval is every 1 second and the duration lasts for 15 seconds. Now for our example of the laundry ability, as you can see here, you're going to go almost ghost-like as you glide across the ground, leaving behind a trail of water that's going to do damage to all enemies that are standing inside of it. You're going to have 2 charges of this ability before it goes on cooldown. Moving into Valby's final ability, we have Laundry Bomb. The skill description reads, switches the equipped weapon to the Laundry Bomb launcher. The original weapon returns when all Laundry Bomb launcher bullets have been used or its duration ends. Creates Laundry Bomb at the spot where the Laundry Bomb launcher projectiles hit, which tows nearby enemies inflicted with laundry and deals continuous damage. Now for some of the details on this, the Laundry Bomb launcher has 5 shots or lasts for 120 seconds. The Laundry Bombs themselves have continuous damage, which is your skill power and skill power modifier times 135%. The damage interval is 1 second. The duration is every 3 seconds. It has continuous damage range of 2 meter radius and a tow ranger of a 12 meter radius. Now for our final ability to show off, we have Laundry Bomb. When activated, it's going to pull out your Laundry Bomb launcher, and you'll have a total of 5 shots. Whenever you shoot one of these, it's going to look like a sprinkler that covers a wide area. Next up is going to be skill modules, and these change the way that a character's skills interact. And one of the ones that I want to focus on here for Valby is Singing Water. And the description reads, Laundry Bomb skill conversion spawns a seduction of water where the launcher's bullet explodes. Until it is destroyed, the spawn seduction of water taunts surrounding monsters and inflicts laundry on them. This is going to make it where whenever you're shooting your Laundry Bomb bullet, the enemies are going to naturally gather towards it, and then it's going to suck them in and inflict its damage, plus it's going to have the laundry effect. This is one of the reasons I can see this skill module probably getting the most play on this character. Now I'm going to roll through a few other skill modules real quick and show you those, and you can decide which one that you think would be best, and then we're going to continue on. Now for a little bit of gameplay while we give our final thoughts and opinions on this character. As you can probably tell already, this character is going to be really good for missions when you have someone on your team who has either fire or electric damage, as she's always going to be providing a constant debuff to those characters that'll help your teammates do more damage. She's an excellent character for high mobility users as she's constantly moving around, leaving water all over the place. Due to how much water she leaves behind, you'll almost always find yourself using your passive, which reduces the MP cost. Now for the bossing side, she's going to struggle as she doesn't have any major abilities that provide really high-end damage. You're going to find her being more used during the missions of this game for cleaning up mobs as opposed to single target burst damage. She just doesn't have that really going for her, however she is still going to be a great character for you to use. I do think this character is going to be an excellent addition to the current Descendants. Now that's going to wrap it up for this overview of Valby. Let me know what you guys think about her in the comments down below. Is this a character that you could see yourself maining, or is there another Descendant that you're keeping your eyes on? And for all things First Descendant related, be sure to check back, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.